Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen from all over the world. I am Wole, the voice of the poor, the voice of Nigeria, and the voice of Africa. I am the voice of the voiceless, and I manage a foundation as the vice president. There is this thing. Today is 7th of July 2023. There is this issue that made me want to do this video. Usually I don't come out like this. There's this issue that made me want to do this video. It's the doctrine of suffer not the wish to live that actually made me to come out and talk. This doctrine that is going in the charismatic church of suffer not the wish to live. I have foreseen for long that this doctrine will cause a lot of evil. But right now I have started to see the evil. I believe so strongly that the evil must have been in the society for long, but it is coming into social media is publicizing it, is making it to go viral more than when there was no social media. It's the doctrine of suffer not the wish to live. A lot of pastors have come out today and said that thou shalt not suffer a wish to live. When you talk to the church member that what your pastor is preaching, they will say that the pastor is talking about spiritual wish, not physical wish. So I will attach a video to this my video for you to see that a woman was burned to death in Cross River. In Cross River, a woman was burned to death just last week. And today, this morning, or is this morning that I came across the news, but I don't know whether the news has been in existence for long. But I am sure that the news is a current news. A man killed his 3 children because pastor told him that the children are weak, the children will kill him. So as at last week, that one happened last week. That one happened 3-4 days ago in Cross River. A woman that don't have children, don't have child, don't have anything. You see, it is powerless people that are usually the victim. People that don't have power to defend themselves, people that don't have husband, people that cannot bear children, old mama that cannot bear children, they are the one that they used to term winch. Because they know that if they term the one that have power, the one that have children, there will be war. Even if the pastor call those kind of people winch, even if they mistakenly call people who are succeeding, people who have police and soldiers as children, the highest that the society would do is that they would not greet those people. But once they call out those who are like maybe children winch, you see the video that I showed you yesterday, that a child was abandoned on the street because a pastor called him winch. I showed you the video last year. A pastor said that he was winch, and the mother and the father, everybody leave the child to starve to death. One Oyinbo, one somebody from US come and take care of the child, and the child is like a medical doctor now. Ladies and gentlemen, there is this sickness that is responsible for all this. The sickness is called dementia. Dementia is the name of this sickness. This sickness, when this sickness worry you due to malaria, due to the feeling of you lost loved person, when you lost people died in your hand, the sickness used to come. Malaria, all those kind of things, frustration, poverty, thinking. This thing will start to make you to be seeing yourself killing the people, seeing yourself. And as scientists have discovered it as just what is called dementia. Another aspect of people confessing that they are weak self is called hallucination. In fact, in all this case, what is worse in Nigeria is that most of these people that are killed, they have not even confessed by themselves that they are winch. Yet scientists have a theory that even when person open his mouth to confess that it is witch, he could be suffering from hallucination, seeing what does not exist, or suffering from dementia. Dementia means you begin to imagine things that you did not do, things that you see in a movie, things that you see, things that society tell you. They tell you that old mama used to kill person. You start to imagine it. The time comes, you begin to say it. Thou shalt not suffer a winch to live. This cancerous theory is destroying a lot of things in Nigeria and in Africa at large. It is only us that winch is suffering. Winch does not suffer people in UK, winch does not suffer people in America. If winch suffer them, the winch would not affect them to hungry stage. And let me first say this one as I begin to bring this my talk to an end. It is prosperity message. Anywhere prosperity message goes, this witchcraft theory, all this kind of evil thing we follow. Why? Prosperity message believe on bring everything. When you bring everything, your way will open, solution will come to your life. That is what prosperity message follow. Pay tithe, pay offering, bring prophet offering, bring Shiloh offering, bring open window offering, bring destiny encounter offering, bring seed for the prophet, bring seed for the pastor. The only person that is not witchcraft today is only the pastor and his wife. So you have to bring everything. So what now happen is that when you bring everything, after you have brought all that you have, you now begin to reach 6, 7, 8 years, nothing happened, and you are still bringing. And the pastor sometimes will say that except I am not sent before this month is over. So when these religious people, when this pastor begin to see that this thing will cause problem, all what we are saying is like lie, or this thing is not working. So they begin to lie on witchcraft, on the existence of witch, that this thing. But my question is that, okay, you know that witch will not allow me my tithe to produce. Sin that I sin will not allow my tithe to produce. Why did you collect it? Are you too even righteous? You know, let any pastor come and say that he's collecting my tithe and my sin will not make my tithe produce. Let that pastor say that I did not know that I will sin even within 1 week. Even within 1 week, I will sin. I will commit sin. I will lie. I will do some little things that is sin. What if sin will block the tithe and the offering and all the prophetic, all the money that we take to church? Jesus Christ said, no righteous man. In fact, Jesus Christ was proclaiming himself not to be righteous. If sin will block all, why will you need to tell human being that God Bible say that your righteous is like a filthy rag? Why will you tell? But that is number one. Number two is that if witchcraft, that is the point that I'm talking about today. If witchcraft will block the thing, that one is even crazy self. If witchcraft will block the blessing not to come, after I have bring everything, after I have sweep the church, all my 14 years, 15 years I have been sweeping the church, all my distance I have been going to pastor house to fetch water to wash his clothes, all my distance I have been playing jazz band, kid band, all them this thing, all my 14, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years I have been singing in choir. I have been singing in choir that they said, if witchcraft will still impede me, then why, if your God that you are serving cannot destroy this witchcraft because of the sacrifice that you have discovered that if I do, if I bring, if I stay, if I sacrifice, if I wash toilet, if I wash your church, if the witchcraft will stop, why did you not leave my money in my pocket for me to go and enjoy it before witchcraft scatter it? Why did you need to collect the money in my pocket? Tell me again that witchcraft. This thing is just simple logic. It's just simple logic. So usually when these people have sacrificed a lot, or when these people need money from you, they begin to tell you, you see, now I have a daughter and I must do everything to change this theory before my daughter grow up and call me to winch. Before my daughter grow up and call my wife to winch and begin to, when it comes to time for him to feed, for when I am weak, because he cannot feed me, I have business. When I am weak and cannot do anything, when my wife is weak, when it comes to time for her to start to take care, for her to start to care for us, just like the way we are caring for her now, one pastor will now come out and tell her that your father, your mother. So I must try to do all these things. Now, the final thing that I want to say is that even if somebody is winch in the Bible, let's now address that one in the Bible. Jesus Christ said, vengeance is mine. God said, vengeance is mine, and I will recompense the evil. So, but these pastors and prophets and all these people, they are coming from the verse of the Bible that says, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Exodus. I wrote the verse of the Bible. Exodus chapter 22 verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So that is the only verse now that we know among. We don't know all the verse that that this person say that all the money in the church is meant for poor people so that they will not turn to the winch. That is if there is winch. We did not know all the verse that Bible say that release slave, don't hold people, don't suffer people, don't torment people that Moses say. We don't know all the verse that Moses released the people of Israel from the hand of oppression. We don't know all the verse of Moses helping people, and even that verse of suffer not the wish to live. There is still error in that place, because before that verse he was talking about love, all this kind of thing. there is still a little bit of discrepancy, but I won't do justice to that. Go and watch Dr. Sunday Adelaja's video. He has analyzed that thing, that does not mean that you should kill winch. And then that one was Old Testament. Let's say he say kill winch. Now in the New Testament, Jesus Christ was saying that love your enemy, do good to those who hate you, do good to those who curse you. In another verse, curse mean witchcraft, because winch, what does winch do? Witchcraft means that they release spell, they try to do some things in the hub, and then so these are witchcraft. So but Bible also say in the book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 43, 40, he said it was said in time of Ananias, love your enemy, don't love your friend, love your neighbor, don't love your enemy. But I say to you, love those who hate you, love those who despitefully use you, love those who curse you. This jungle justice and all this killing of witchcraft, innocent people, because they are failure in life, because they don't have anybody to rely on, because they are old, they don't know police station, because they are old, they cannot go and take human rights activists to fight for them. That what are the proof, evidence that you call me winch? Is it because I sleep, I did not close my eyes very well? Is it because I came back in the night? Is it because when I'm eating my food I did not hold the food very well? Is it because my face, my old age has made my face to change? That is why you call me witchcraft. Ladies and gentlemen, you and I will be old. You and I will be old. I could remember vividly when I was small. I was one of the greatest prophets in town as a child. Today I am like today. When I was small, everywhere I go to, they said, the youngest prophet, until I see that prophetic ministry is scam. I can boldly say, but I don't just want to say it very emphatically until sometimes that it will be difficult for a person to hear from God, because from child I was born as a prophet. I from primary school I started to prophesy, those who know me. Yet I discovered that this thing, we are not seeing anything. We are not seeing anything. The only thing that Bible promises us is the inner conscience, your conviction, your spirit time. But to say that somebody see that one woman in the village, all those things are not correct. All those things are not true. So when I was small, I keep hearing that you are the youngest in this place. So when I went to Agos, I tried to win prize for our school. They told me that you are the youngest. Now anywhere I go to, I am like the oldest now. In my working place, I senior everybody. We are still going to be old. You and I will still be old. And the way you are looking at these old people like winch, at the time that you are supposed to be caring for them, at the time that you are supposed to be carrying their body, because some of them cannot walk very well. I know of a woman who cannot walk very well, and tree fell down on her because nobody's helping her. And that is when church people now begin to gather and happy that this woman, because he has done this, because he has done some evil, tree has now fallen on her leg, so the woman will suffer. I used to see a lot of things online that a woman would not have eyes, and pastor will put that thing in his Facebook page and be using it for prayer. Anybody who is using evil eyes to look at my destiny, evil fire, prayer. So this is, so somebody will not have leg. They will say that they will use the picture. Old mama will not have leg. Old mama will be using walking stick. Old mama will be sleeping outside. Do you know what Nigerian will say? Nigerian born again Christian. They will say that anybody who is standing, they will use that old mama picture. Anybody who is standing against you will be sleeping outside, will not have house. A lot of things like that. In fact, if I want to say this thing, this video will be so long. A lot of wrong things that this suffer not the wish to live has caused. A lot of things. And please, we need to stop this, because even our life is not safe. Our life is not safe again. We will be old. It is only the pastors that this thing is profiting. The suffer not the witch doctrine to live make choir master to choir mistress. They are suspecting themselves that they are witchcraft. Husband and wife suspecting themselves they are witchcraft. Brother and sister, the only people who are not witchcraft in the whole church is pastor, his wife, and his children. Those are the only people who are not witchcraft. The choir master is who is sitting in the left is suspecting who is sitting at the right, that maybe is this one that is making me to fail jam, maybe is this one that is making me not to to have the job. Oh, this who is sitting in the suspecting this one is suspecting this. Maybe I don't know what Mama Grace is doing. He may just be praying like that. Oh, I don't know what he's doing. Nobody can collect water from somebody and to drink again. Love that is supposed to be the greatest thing in the Bible has now become the worst, the least expected. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, whether you believe it or not, no matter what, until we begin to redress this aspect of love, I love you, you love me, I love old people, I love those in prison, I love marginalized people, poverty will not stop. Because one of the greatest factors that developed USA, China, especially China, is love, assisting people. But now the only people that we assist is pastor and his wife and children, and in the church, to build the church for the ministry to grow, to buy something for the pastor so that this thing will go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the best. God did not tell us to love chairs. God did not tell us to love church building. God did not tell us to love work clock. God did not tell us to love pastors. God told us to take care of the poor. He said, blessed is he that considereth the poor. The Lord will deliver him from all his problems. Psalm chapter 41 from verse 1 to 3. I don't just want this stuff to be too long, because I have done a whole series. I have done six hours video. That is 6 hours, six series. Each of the series is above 1 hour, over 6 hours. I have eight videos on this Suffer Not the Wish, old people, all these people that are accused. But this one, the reason why I just came out now to do this one is because of the man that killed his 3 children. One survived, the most elderly one. He tied them down, and he began to put is it Gamalin 20 or one of those poisonous substance. He began to put it in their mouth, and when they drink it finish, he carry them and run enter inside. We go and be doing fasting with them. So it was that doing that, because you know that within 3-4 hours they will start to die. So he carry the 2 children, he carry them, run enter inside. We go and sit in the bush, because the mother of the children is not with him again. Is the new wife that he married. So the new wife take him to church. So all this kind of thing. And then last week there was a story of a woman just sitting in his house, only her, that the husband died, nobody, no children. And some people came and had accident in the front of the house, because the woman don't have anybody. News, I will try to share the link, or you just go and check Cross River woman being born to death. Cross River, the woman is from Cross River. Just check it on YouTube or anywhere, in case I didn't share anything, but I am sure that I will share. So this woman, because he did not have children, his husband died, and they built house for him, a small house, and she's staying there. They born this woman because they claim that people that near the woman don't prosper. Today now, 2 boys now have accident in the front of the woman house, and the woman sit down is looking at them. Where is the correlation? How can society be barbaric? Even animal will not think like that. But these pastors have reduced us more than animal, not up to animal. This cancerous entity, this dangerous element have made society worse. Today now you will be walking on the street, you don't know who you cannot drink water, you cannot greet somebody again, you cannot enter somebody's house and sit down and follow somebody to eat, just like the way I was when I was children. When this prosperity message come, because of the abysmal failure of the prosperity message, and yet church people nobody open their eyes, nobody know. That is why this thing now become like this. Today almost everybody now is witchcraft, so that the pastor will be the superior person to deliver you from the wind. So you need to bring tithe, bring offering, make the pastor and him and his wife and his children happy. So there, if everybody is witchcraft, you don't know where to go. So the pastor is the one to deliver. Ladies and gentlemen, this cannot continue like this. I have spent my entire life doing programs about this witchcraft, until jungle justice, all this thing, because as a master's degree in sociology, I know the negative effect that all these theories will bring. Ladies and gentlemen, let's check ourselves. If your mother was witchcraft, it would have eat you. Like for instance, I have a little girl of 6 months old. It's just so simple for we to kill if we are witchcraft. It's just, why do we need to wait for her to be big? It's just so simple. If you carry herself, is laughing. His neck does not even fool my hand. As in, I don't even know what to say. Why didn't your mother or your father kill you that time? Why didn't your what sort of nonsense is all these pastors and prophets? Are you people still normal? Are you people still saints? Okay, despite all the witchcraft, let's now go ahead and say, okay, oh, you have succeeded in killing all the witch, fall down and down, all these things. Nigeria is still the poverty capital of the world since 50-60 years that you people have started the ministry. 50 years, is it not enough for Christianity are the majority in Nigeria? Christianity are the majority, or like 50-50. No, so, but God said that if I see only 10 people, if I see just 10 people, I will save the community. So there is no 10 people. When God was negotiating with Noah, with Abraham, when his son Lot, he said, if I see only 10 people that do the right thing, I will save the people. So there is no 10 people that God can use to save Nigeria. I will save the nation, God was telling. So in every way, you will know that somebody is leading somebody. In fact, this message that I'm talking about, so people will still come, and the only thing that they will pick is lie, so that they will continue to go. Well, I leave you. My own is just to talk as a sociologist and as somebody who understands the Bible. I love you so much. If you want to continue, continue. But do you think that you will not be old? Well, if you will not be old, me, I will be happy when I am old, because I believe so much that God will protect me, because I have done my best. If this witchcrafting start to turn to old people when I am old, God will surely deliver me and deliver some people. But we cannot allow this kind of message to continue. We must save our society. Our children must not come. Our children that we are giving birth now must not come and join those kind of church, or join those, develop those kind of mentality. Left is witch, right is witch, front is witch, right is witch. I could not swallow my bar very well, witchcraft. I could not wake up in the morning and read, witchcraft. I failed my exam, witchcraft. I fall down on the road, witchcraft. Ladies and gentlemen, let's try and do something about it. I remain your boy Oyekan Oluwole Basi. Thanks. Help me to like this video, subscribe and share. Bye for now. Love you.